How to set up OpenVPN on an OVH virtual private server or VPS. A major advantage of OpenVPN is that it is an open source virtual private network that only you have access to, therefore it is private and you do not share any of your information with a third party. To set up our own private OpenVPN, we first need to open up our browser and navigate to ovh.com or ovhcloud.com. As you can see, currently I'm on ovh.ie, which is the Irish version of the site. Hover over servers and then click on virtual private servers. Left click on it. This will then take you to the virtual private server area where you can select the specs of your virtual private server. You have the Value VPS, the Essential VPS, Comfort VPS, Elite VPS, but you also have one more type, and that is below all of these, and that is the Starter VPS. And this is the one that I'm going to go for as it's the cheapest and it offers very good specs for the price. As you can see, you get 1 core CPU, 2 GB of RAM, 20 GB SSD, and 100 MB transfer speed. So left click on this one if you want the Starter VPS. You will then be brought to the Configure Your Virtual Private Server page where you can review exactly what you're purchasing and you can configure the image that you want to come with your VPS. So you have the option here to select distribution only, which would be an operating system only, or distribution with application. You're going to select distribution with application and you're going to select OpenVPN as the application. Left click on it. And as you can see, you'll be getting OpenVPN pre-installed on Debian 8, which is a Linux operating system. Continue scrolling down once you have this selected, where you'll be brought to an area where you can select your data center location. By default, the closest server will be pre-selected for you by default, which is London, UK for me. However, for this video, I'm going to uncheck this and we're going to go with a German server just for the sake of this video. And then I'm going to continue scrolling down. Click Next. You will now be brought to the options page where you can enhance your VPS experience by adding snapshots or additional storage. I'm not going to add any of these features and I'm simply going to hit Next. You'll now be brought to the page where you can review your order summary and specify the renewal frequency. For this video, I'm just going to go with 1 month and then continue scrolling down here and click Login and Pay. If you don't already have an OVH Cloud account, you'll need to sign up on the right hand side here, where you'll put in your name, your last name, your email address, a password, agree to the terms and conditions, and click Create Account, where you'll get an email that you need to activate your account with. Once that's done, you'll be automatically logged in, where you'll be brought to the billing page, where you'll need to put in your address and your payment details. For this video, I already have an OVH Cloud account and I've already pre-purchased a VPS prior to this video. Once you've completed the payment for your VPS, you will receive an email with the login details for your VPS. I have already received this email and I have downloaded it into a PDF for privacy's sake so we can have easy access to the email. The email details will obviously be different to yours, however, what the contents will be exactly the same. So I'm just going to open up now the PDF, and as you can see, you'll know OpenVPN has been installed on your VPS when you receive this email. So as you can see, you'll be given the IP address of your server. You'll also be given the secure shell or SSH login details so you can perform commands in a terminal to configure things on the back end, such as rebooting your server or making updates. And what's important for us is the application login details to OpenVPN. You'll receive a URL, this one here specifically, which you'll use to log into OpenVPN. You're also given a username and a password. So let's click on this link here, which will be in your emails, to be brought to the login page of your private OpenVPN. Left click to allow. Most browsers will give you this warning saying your connection is not private. Attackers may be able to steal your information from your server's IP address. However, you don't need to worry about this as it's your own personal and private OpenVPN that you're going to be connecting to. So you're going to hit Advanced and then you're going to click on Proceed to, and it will be your server's IP address here. Left click on it to be taken to the login page. Once you're on the login page, it should look exactly the same as it does for me, for you. You need to make sure that you currently have Connect selected, and then you need to put in your OpenVPN login details into here. So let's go back to the PDF here. So as you can see, our username is OpenVPN. Let's copy this, go back to our browser and paste it in. And then let's go back to the PDF and copy this very, very long password. However, that's great as it means it's a very, very safe password that nobody's going to be able to crack. Paste in your password and then click go. It will then say please click here to continue to download OpenVPN Connect. You'll be automatically connected after the installation has finished. So you're going to click this hyperlink text here, left click on it. A window will open where you can save the .exe file of OpenVPN. So I'm going to save it in my desktop and I'm going to click save. It will start downloading. Once OpenVPN Connect has been downloaded, you're going to want to click this arrow here and click Open to begin the installation. If you have Windows Defender on, you'll be greeted with this message. However, do not worry, click More Information here and then click Run anyway. And the installer will commence. Once OpenVPN has been installed, you will automatically be connected. And there you go, OpenVPN is giving you a warning here that says allow VPN connection to your server's IP address using unverified profile. You can click more details to find out more information. However, that's not really necessary. I'm going to uncheck don't ask again, as I do like to have this warning in case I do connect to something that I didn't have the intention of connecting to. So untick this just for safety and click yes. You'll now get this notification if you're on Windows that says the connection to your server's IP address has been established. You'll also get a network prompt that says do you want to allow your PC to be discoverable by other PCs and devices on this network. We recommend allowing this on your home and work networks but not public ones. So I'm at home, so therefore I'm going to hit yes. If you're not at home, make sure you select no. So as you can see, OpenVPN tells us that we are connected to our server of this IP address. It will give us our connection time and the traffic in and out. It also tells us that closing this window will not disconnect you from the network. So let's go to Google and ask it what our IP address is, and it should match this IP address here. So let me just click another tab here and go to google.com. Once you're here, ask it what is your IP address. So type the following, what is my IP? And it will give you your IP address. So as you can see, this is the IP address of our server and not the IP address of our home connection or our private IP address. Fantastic, which means we are protected. So I'm just going to minimize this for a second just to check that OpenVPN Connect has been installed. As you can see, we have a shortcut here. That's great. So that pretty much concludes the video, guys. In the next OpenVPN video, I most likely will show you how to set up additional profiles for OpenVPN if you're going to have multiple people in your household or friends using it. And I'll also be showing you other connection features that might be useful to you in the admin settings of OpenVPN. Alright guys, that concludes the video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe to support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one.
Is it so hard to let you go?